Hey, yo, what up, what up? Dope Testimony TV. It's your big bro, The Real Bob Jr. And today, we at Earle's on Crenshaw. I got a very special guest. It's Duane Earle himself, the one and only. And we're going to be talking about how Earle's on Crenshaw got started. He's going to share some testimonies with you. And you know he's going to drop some gems on you. So you want to stay tuned to this, all right? Tap in. Dope! Hey yo, what up world? It's your big bro at The Real Bob Jr. And right now we are at Earle's on Crenshaw. I have sitting across from me, the man himself, the one and only Duane Earle. How you doing today, brother?
Oh boy, we down here.
We down here, baby.
I want to thank you guys for coming out, you know what I'm saying? Getting the word out, you know.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Over a fine meal. What better way to do this?
Man, I'm excited. And I thank you for having us here today. You know what I'm saying?
It's about getting our voice across. You know,
That's
I come
right.
from a generation that only had TV, cable, radio, and a few print media out there.
Okay.
Right now, we have hundreds that are at our disposal, that are ready, available, that can help get our voice out, can get our story heard, can get everybody on what we about, community love and feeding the people.
That's right. That's right. So for the people who don't know you, who is Duane Earle beyond Earle's on Crenshaw?
I am a Gemini with many traits.
A Gemini, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Geminis, we keep our mind busy.
Okay. Yep.
First of all, Earle's is two people. It's my brother and I. My brother started it.
Okay.
That's Carrie Earle. He's still with the business.
Okay.
My brother does the behind the scenes. He's the one that makes sure the lights are going to go on.
Okay.
Gas is paid, income tax, the whole nine. He handles all that. Employees, the whole nine. He's doing that. I'm the face man. I'm in front. I don't want to be on no telephones. I don't want to be setting up no schedules. Nah, I'm going to do what I do best, which is talking to the people and cooking food. So Earle's is two people. It's me doing my part, my brother doing his thing. But there's a lot of things besides the hot dogs that I love to do. And I've been in the music industry as one of those things.
Oh, wow, really?
I've been in the music industry over 40 years. I'm actually the only rapper in the game with the longest running food business over 40 years. So when E40 and Jay-Z and these guys were on tour before they even opened up a restaurant, I was working my hot dog cart. You know, that's something I can definitely say. So that's part of what I'm about to do in the next few weeks. Just put it out there, let people know, yeah, there's somebody in the hip hop game that's been doing it longer than anybody.
Wow.
And that's Earle's.
That's what's up. You know, it's funny you say that because I came out here, I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I moved out here in 2012 to pursue music. That's what I was doing at first. And I've had some success with it, but you know how the grind is in the music, and it just wasn't picking up right away, right? So I had to do other things to make money. And that's how I started the brand Dope Testimony, and did that for years. Started off as a clothing brand and then turned into Dope Testimony Media. So that's why now I'm here today, and I wanted to create a platform where people can come share their dope testimonies, and we wanted to highlight people such as yourself who's doing something great for the community.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And
Building
and whatever you guys need, you're getting it from us.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right. So my next question is, Earle's on Crenshaw is more than just a business. It's a legacy. Can you talk about how it first got started and what it's meant to you carrying that legacy forward?
Over 40 years ago, my brother came out here to study aeronautical engineering. That's designing planes.
Okay.
He ended up working for an attorney, becoming a process server. He was delivering subpoenas for you to appear in court.
Okay.
He went to Venice Beach one day, saw some guys working a hot dog cart. He studied them for about 2 hours. He went home, instead of a plane, he designed a hot dog cart. Took it to a welder, they put it together. 2 weeks later, he quit his job, and that weekend he went to work at Venice Beach.
Okay.
He worked Venice Beach for about 2.5 years with his girlfriend. He learned the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the ins, the outs, the yes, the no's. He learned about police there. He learned about the health department coming through. He learned about other vendors taking his food location. It was the early 80s, so Venice Beach was a hot tourist spot, and it was hot with numbers when it came to making money. So he learned a lot. I came out here in 1985 from New York.
Okay.
We left Venice Beach and set up right behind the Baldwin Hills Mall, which is in the Crenshaw district.
Yeah.
And I say Baldwin Hills Mall, but to be exact, we set up in the parking lot of the Crenshaw swap meet.
Right.
And to be exact, it was in the heart of the jungles.
Okay.
And where's the jungles? The jungles is an all blood neighborhood.
Yeah.
And back in those days, it was serious.
Mm-hmm.
But it just so happened that's a whole neighborhood. That's the first community that embraced me. I fed every mom, brother, sister, cat, dog, gangbanger, etc. I fed them. They didn't have money to eat, I fed them.
Wow.
They didn't have money for chili, they got it. Not enough money for a drink, they got it. And these people didn't just come and get hot dogs in 10 minutes and leave. They stayed 20 minutes to 2 hours. I would see them 3 days out of the week. And in 2 weeks, I'll see you 5 times. Nobody does that at a hot dog cart. My hot dog cart was like a McDonald's. And then that's when I realized I'm a people person because I love to talk. The thing is, I talk to many different people and I can keep a conversation with many types of people. Doesn't matter what it is, from the street to Wall Street, I'm gonna keep a good conversation with you.
Wow.
And that's what actually helped propel my business.
Okay.
I didn't get to do the music,
Right.
but I was able to incorporate the music into my food business.
Right.
And that's where it's led us to right now.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. So,
Can you get 2 aluminum sheets of foil so I can wrap that up for you?
Okay.
Just ask them for
You
2
want me to
sheets.
pause it?
We keep going.
Okay.
right. Wow, that's amazing because coming in LA, being out here in LA in that time during the 80s, I've heard the stories. I heard it's totally different like the way it is now. So can you talk a little bit about like what that was like?
The 80s was crazy. I came from New York, so it was a straight transplant.
Okay.
I left New York in the crack era. I left New York when guys were selling they were selling crack on the corner, had little crack spots. And I thought that was something big. But then I come out here to LA and they're not selling crack on a corner. They're buying pounds of kilos of crack, coke. It turns out that what they were talking about was much different from New York. So you're talking about a cultural difference. Here all this time I thought New York was up on game when LA was the one. New York, they were on street corners. When LA, they was driving Ferraris to school. That was crazy. It was just a whole different world.
Yeah.
Even the rap, I had advanced in the rap game so many years where we were about technique and style, and then I come out here and you hear songs like the Bataram, songs talking about breaking down drug houses and arresting. Like, this was uncommon ground.
Right.
So it was a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was good that I was there for the rap at its infancy in Los Angeles,
Right.
but I was too advanced for it. And it was like talking a foreign language to people who didn't want to hear 16-syllable words.
Gotcha.
That's when the song Dope Man, and Battle Rap, that's what they wanted to hear. And I couldn't be mad. Everybody out here has got cars. The weather's beautiful.
Yeah.
The roads are amazing.
Yeah.
You're barbecuing every weekend. New York don't have this type of weather. It's 4 seasons. You're constantly buying money for clothes. Out here, it's a t-shirt, some sandals, and you're straight.
Yeah.
So the culture, the weather played a significant impact on also on me, my music, and the business.
Wow, incredible. I love that. Okay. Did you ever imagine Earle's on Crenshaw would become such a cultural staple in Los Angeles? And was there a specific moment when you realized it had become bigger than just a restaurant?
Never thought it would be on the cultural level. We always knew that we would be one of the top 10, top 5. And I say this because when we came out here, there were only so many black restaurants in LA.
Okay.
And either they're gone or they just slowly faded away and their quality went down. But we've always maintained ours. When we came here, those were brick and mortars already established. We were a hot dog cart.
Okay.
Big difference. A lot of them closed down, a lot of their quality went down. But from a cart, we advanced to a brick and mortar. So while they were going through a downfall, we were going through a rise.
Oh, wow.
When we went to Leimert, in Leimert Park, we opened up in 92, the year December 92. So we were down in the Leimert Park area for almost 17 years, where Taco Bell is now.
Okay.
Again, didn't know that this would happen, but this didn't. I feel that with social media, the social media is what really pushed us overboard to give it that iconic feel. And that only happened in 2020. And believe it or not, that was with Netflix. Netflix did a special on us called Street Foods.
Oh, right. Oh, really?
With Roy Choi, 2020. Roy Choi is an Asian American guy.
Okay.
He was big with the fusion of combining Korean cooking and tacos. He was one of the first people to get the food trucks. You had the Latinos with the food trucks, but he was one of the first to take the food truck and add fusion food to it. Because of him, that's why you have the thousands of trucks all across America now.
Wow.
He was one of the first food trucks that had a line of 100 to 200 people.
Okay.
Then you had the woman come with the grilled cheese truck, lines. Then you had everybody doing their truck. We even went and got a truck. But it gave you the opportunity. It gave you the opportunity. It gave you the opportunity to do something different, be very creative, take that fusion to a whole different level. Remember, the Latinos were the main ones that had the food trucks. It was only since maybe, again, in the last maybe 15 years that the trucks came on and were able to do it. So Netflix, because of Roy Choi, did the special. COVID hit. They didn't release it. When COVID was gone, about 2 years later, they released it worldwide.
Okay.
And that's when we knew we were significant. I was up north in the mountains. I was cultivating.
Okay.
The marijuana game was crashing.
Cultivating.
Yeah, so I said to myself, I could be one of the Negroes on the block smoking weed, or I could try and get in on the game. I kind of felt bad that here it is that in the black community, we stigmatized it as something illegal, but yet you look everywhere you look with some little white guy getting a $250,000 loan from his mom, and he was opening up and walking around with immunity and impunity like nothing was ever going to happen.
Yeah.
So that got to me, and it said you could either sit on the porch or get your ass up off the porch. So I got my ass up off the porch. I went up north and I went up in the mountains. I learned to do it. I lived with rednecks. I learned how to grow. I had the greatest time in my life, had the craziest time in my life. Didn't turn out the way I wanted because the marijuana market crashed. Everybody, I wasn't the only one that went up there and grew. 5,000 other people went up there, had the same idea, to get up off their ass and make something of something. The market crashed, that was it. But I didn't walk away looking at it like spilt milk. I walked away saying, now, I can grow apples, oranges, onions, scallions. I can grow everything now. I'll never go hungry. I know how to work bulldozers, excavators. I know how to do this. So when COVID finished, I had to come back down, leave that mountain and come back down here. And when I came back down here, I was shocked. I had customers coming in telling me they're from France, Spain, Malaysia, Singapore, the Netherlands, South Africa, New Zealand. Pick a country, spin the map, and they were coming in.
Wow.
For 2 years, all I did was sign autographs on t-shirts, hats, and aprons, taking photos. People were walking in, shocked, the owners behind the counter cooking. And it wasn't just the shock, it's what I did. See, I think differently from the average person. These are people that were coming in from all over the world that weren't taking the beeline, they weren't going up La Cienega to the hotel. They were taking back streets to come to Crenshaw, to a neighborhood that they only know of negatively from all the press they've seen worldwide. First time in the hood, and you took back streets to come here? You got your luggage with you and you took back streets to come here first?
Right.
Do you know you on Crenshaw?
Right.
They shocked that the owner came and greeted them like family. They're shocked the food was amazing. They're shocked that people are walking in acknowledging me, or I'm acknowledging the lowrider, the gangbanger, the hustler, the cop, the lawyer, the doctor, the cute girl, the 4-year-old. And then I could come back and conversate with them. It's to break a stereotype. So whatever they thought a black owner should be, I crushed it. However they thought they should feel in my neighborhood, I crushed it. What do you think they're gonna do when they go back home to New Zealand? Y'all better not talk. Yeah, don't. Whatever part y'all been to, ain't the part we been to.
Right.
Yeah. They like family.
We got greeted with love, amazing food, culture.
I'm strictly on energy, frequency, and vibration.
That's right. I feel that.
I don't play with them words lightly.
Okay. I love that. So that brings me to my next question. What were some of the biggest struggles or sacrifices you faced while building and maintaining the business?
Some of the sacrifices. Personal level, music industry was my thing. I was never able to give the music industry that 110% attention that I should have given it. It's funny how people tell you in life, find something that you love and stick with it.
Yeah.
But the business was always paying my bills. So if it had to do with me going on the road or I wasn't having it. I was going to work that hot dog cart. I was going to That was the focus. My thing was, if the rap can go around it or work around the hot dog schedule, cool. And it didn't work. However, on the flip side, years later, I love it now. Why? Because I'm able to take that same attitude and energy that I had that I was going into the music and carefully sew it into the fabric of my business so that people get the entertainment out of me.
Right.
They get the excitement, they get the Hollywood, they get the lights, cameras, action, they get to feel it in me, transferring to them, transferring to their food.
Right.
It's a slick shit that I know I've mastered, nobody else can do.
From the content that I see that you put out, I feel you mastered it, because it's like you are entertaining and you get people's attention. You know, we want to watch you. You know what I'm saying? So I can
it's
see
that,
how
and
you
it's curating
mastered
it. It's shaping it even more and more. But it's something else. Something about us in this neighborhood. We have a role to uphold. When you go into business, you're not there to do nothing but pay your bills. But as you gain momentum, gain traction, you listen to your community. There are things that you need to do to maintain, and that's maintain a good image. You really need to have that.
Yeah.
One of the other challenges that we had, that again, I put my music on hold.
Okay.
Another challenge we had was, people ask me, what do I think about presidential elections and everything, and mayoral candidates and such. All those are cool, they help and all that such, but to be quite frank and plain, sometimes we maintain a neutral. And why is that? Well, in all the years we've been in business, we've been through 8 administrations, and gas has gone up. So what does that tell us? It tells me that gas is going to always go up, and onions are always going to go up. As long as you can adapt to them too, you're going to be good. Gas ain't never went down, and onions keep going up. How does this, this is how we adapt. You just find a way.
Okay.
Another thing that we had to deal with is employees. The minimum wage changed. We were thinking the fact that they raised the minimum wage, you're going to get people that saying, oh, well, now I'm working like I'm worth it. But you still got the ones coming around with an attitude like they're worth 10 times more, but don't have anything to offer. You're 10 times more, but you never had a job. You want to pay 10 times more, but you never served the people. You want 10 times more, and you want them to call you a king. You can't be called a king, because all kings serve their people.
Okay. All right. No, that's facts. I feel you. Feel where you're coming from. So, next question: what does Crenshaw mean to you personally, and why do you think people connect so deeply with Earle's and what it represents?
Crenshaw is history. Crenshaw is what represents Black LA. When you think of Los Angeles, there's several things that come into mind. Yeah. You'll have those that'll think Hollywood Boulevard. You have those that might think Venice Beach. But then, for the black person, for the black individual that wants to be around their people, first thing you think about is that neighborhood. When I think about New York, I don't think Manhattan, bright lights. I think of Brooklyn. I think about where my people at, where my people stay. I think of Flatbush, where the Caribbean section is. So Crenshaw is a big name because it's worldwide now.
Facts.
All those other places had their spot, their shine. I don't give a shit about Hollywood. People like you, y'all are the new Hollywood. Y'all are the new Access Hollywood. Y'all are the new Extra. That's who you guys are. I embrace you guys even more than y'all might embrace me. I come from a generation that only had a few outlets to show the information. I come from a generation that only looked out for Wolfgang Puck and Spargos after every goddamn award show. Now it's spread the love. Now everybody gets to get a piece of it. People like you get to spread that word. So yes, love what we got going on right now, and embrace it even more, brother.
And I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you really. And so my next question is, how important has faith been throughout your journey, and how has it shaped the way you lead, serve, and persevere?
The last 9 months have been serious because I've gone down a rabbit hole.
Okay.
And I tell people, it's deeper than religion. I always come from I'm a type of individual. I don't follow a pack, and I don't just walk because everybody else walk a particular. I'm my own person. I don't believe in. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in any of the books. I don't, because they were written by man and they were taken from an original book.
Okay.
I don't like anybody to try and convince me of otherwise when truth is right there in its face.
Okay. Yep.
But again, I love science. And one thing that people don't realize, science and religion connect. As much as religion may say, don't go into science, there's still different levels of science. Not all science is bad. Not all religion is bad. So that same argument could be said on both sides.
Yeah.
But in the last few months, I went down a rabbit hole. And at the basis of everything, we'll get down to the microscopic atom. And when you get down to that atom, you realize that everything existing, from the water to the plastic to this, to this flesh, to the metal, they all vibrate. They all have a frequency. They all have an energy. The Indians and the Sanskrits and all that knew something that we didn't know in earlier civilizations. We're naive to think that we're the only ones that walked on this planet. It's repulsive to think that I will never ever believe that. I had one dude tell me, oh, you know, they went and buried bones and then they covered them like they went and buried millions of bones to be delivered. Okay, stop that. Let's talk real.
Right.
However, along that journey of investigating, you realize something. The book was real. And you're like, wait, but this is real too. Then you realize, oh, wait a minute. Somebody was hiding the truth. You know, I had somebody tell me the other day, I had this one guy tell me, he asked me, do I read the Bible? And I jokingly said, only the Ethiopian Bible. And he looked at me, he's like, you know about that? He was African. He said, you know about that? I said, that's the oldest Bible on the planet. And he said, my brother, you know about that? You know about that? You know about the Ethiopian? I said, I know enough stuff to know that they kept it hidden long enough, and that if the Pope and them went in there, what would have happened? We know what's at the bottom of the Vatican. That's like having a killer in my house, and then you still talk because he's your son. You're gonna have to turn his ass in. You're killing people. So I realized along my journey, don't follow what other people do, what your heart says.
Energy.
Yes. And guess what the 9 months did? What it's doing now. Boy, I swear by so much. Give me 5 minutes talking like this, I start crying. Really? What? They all the same. It's just explained differently.
Right. Yep.
See what it is? You got two groups that don't want to hear each other. But if you had somebody in the middle that listened up, hey, you know, your story is really the same like it. It's just back then, this is how it was explained, and yeah.
But it's all the same thing.
You'd be surprised. You would
come together.
Be surprised. It's scary and shocking.
Work together.
It's scary. Hey, look,
Make the world
man.
better.
It's because of that. Hey, man. When people come here, oh man, look, I didn't expect you. That was frequency. That was meant to happen. There's no such thing as luck. What? I purged that word out of my mouth. I don't even say luck no more. It was meant to happen. Your energy, your frequency was out there, and that person that you ran into, y'all was on the same energy.
Yep.
That was Vegas. Don't pay them odds where you just walk in out of the blue. No. I don't believe none of that no more. The craziest shit that has ever happened in human history is happening right before our eyes, and you know, people are still stuck on TikTok. You know what the craziest thing in human history is? Our government finally said that we have another species living among us. You know, everybody's just looking at it like, oh, it's just UFO. Nobody's absorbed it. Nobody's absorbed it. They said that the devil, what Bermuda Triangle, it's an anomaly. They feel that's where other portals are. Like you got it in the CIA files. They just released it. Like they're saying it is true.
Right.
And I'm looking like, where is everybody's mind? Well, y'all gonna wait till y'all really see a video of this shit, and then y'all gonna really get scared. Y'all gonna realize how much energy we gotta be pumping out right now, of love right now. You know, we need to be throwing it up.
It's coming. So that's
Woo,
everything you
it's
just
coming.
said, that brings to
It's coming.
my next question. What's one lesson success taught you that struggle couldn't?
Stay humble.
Okay. Like
Staying humble,
That's
really.
Right.
Stay humble. Keep going. Stay your route. Keep your path. A lot of people ain't gonna understand your routine. How people don't understand my kindness. You would think everybody would understand. You got people that don't like you coming up, being cool with them. Does that happen? Yeah. Dude came in here the other day with his girl. First thing he opened, as soon as I opened the door, I made a joke to the cashier. I think it's their first time. Charge him on the receipt that I opened the door for him. Everybody else laughed. My man was like, it went in and out. I was like, okay, maybe he didn't hear. I left it alone. Came around. Same way I broke the menu down to you guys. How you doing? It's your first time? Okay, well, check this out. We have this. And he was looking at it. And then he was quick with the, okay, I got it. And then I kind of felt it. And I just cut the brakes, pump. All right, cashier will get you. I left it alone. Walked it off. He was in the corner and I could see he and the girl were having some type of argument. I was like, all right, that's what it was. At least I tried. At least we did. At least it proved my point, what I was saying. 2 minutes before somebody walks in, somebody's going through some shit. Somebody lost a mother, father, sister, brother, cat, dog, job, bird. Somebody got deported. Somebody went to jail. Greet them. So yeah, success, stay humble. People always looking at you. I'm only 2 eyes looking out. 2 people, 2 and 2, that's 4 eyes looking at me from different angles. Y'all see shit I can't see. So success, stay humble, because people look at you different. The smallest thing you do, they feel it's a change.
There it is. So that. So what advice would you give young entrepreneurs trying to build something from nothing?
Be humble. Learn mannerism. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Learn the basics of introduction.
Okay.
After they learn the introduction, establish eye contact.
Okay.
Read body language with that eye contact. Talk in a confident, don't stutter, talk confidently. I just told a little girl today, I said, act like somebody owes you money. Look them in their eye, read their body language. You know, a person owe you money. You looking at his body language, you looking at his eyes, he's fidgeting, you looking to see if he pull out a wallet and do the, I ain't got no money. You looking to see what's going in between them. I don't see no dimes. You looking. Treat everybody. You're doing business, treat them like they owe you money. Look them in their face. Talk with seriousness. Be confident about what you're doing. You want to make sure they owe you. You want to get all your money, right? Talk the conversation the same way. Cover the dot the I's, cross the T's. Youngsters, they haven't been trained that. I get a lot of them want to come and work with us with their parents. I tell the parents, no problem. However, if you didn't teach them to say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If your son doesn't know how to clean his bedroom and you got him coming to me to get a job, that don't make no sense, do it?
No. You wanted to be ready and prepared to come to work. So,
it's like a teacher, man. Teachers should not be the ones to train your kids. Kids supposed to be going in there ready to be taught. You setting it up where they need to behave their ass and sit down and learn. Of course, it's going to be hard for the teacher to keep them. But other than that, teachers ain't supposed to be doing all that bullshit that you're supposed to be doing at home. That's why they have problems. Teacher trying to control 40 kids with 40 different personalities, and some of them teachers don't even have kids.
Yeah.
You got me watching your badass kid. Unless you have a kid, you know how kids are. So you know somebody that don't have a kid is like, you need your ass whooped. You like for real, because you're not understanding.
Yeah.
And that's not in a bad way. It's like, bro, you really need, you's a badass kid. Until you have kids and you're like, okay, that's why this one is like this. That's why this one is like that. Okay, I understand.
You gotta understand it.
You gotta understand. My daughter's 8. Teacher loves her. Every meeting, oh, Mr. Earle, your daughter, A1, A+. Only time she gets mad is when she gets something wrong and she's mad at herself. She's my best friend. She's the teacher's pet. Like, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. And then when she tells me the stories, like some of them kids just don't want to catch it. She'll be like, the boy's over. I'm like, I know which one. She's like, oh my God. She goes, your daughter will finish the work, get up, help me grade it. Your daughter's, and I say to myself, I'm so lucky. I used to smoke my weed and drink and do all that. When my child's mom was pregnant, all that shit stopped. All the eating got better. You better start eating berries, blueberries, strawberries, fruits. Baby came out smart. My baby loved all types of fruits, vegetables. My daughter is the ultimate kid. The sun is out. We ain't doing no little baby, no girly shit. Sun is out, I'm a kid. Bike, jumping jacks, jump rope, climbing trees, digging for insects, fishing. I'm a kid. Sun going down, Noel turn it down. Okay, now it's time to do little girly shit. Nail in hair, coloring book. Real fucking kid. Greatest gift I've ever had.
Well, it's a blessing. They are a blessing.
Bro.
They're a blessing, and they change us. So I got one more question.
Come on, give it to me.
The last one.
I don't care.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
When it's all said and done, this is part of one of your other sentences you had asked, and I didn't really get to answer because I went off on a tangent. One of the roles that we have here, and one of the roles that I feel that's important for us to play, especially us at Earle's, is we're an inspiration. We're a very big inspiration to a vast majority of South LA. Got to remember, we don't have no ball players down here investing. The biggest ball player that came down here was Magic Johnson opening up the movie theater, and that was in 1990. That was the biggest investment. Keyshawn Johnson, he did the Slauson Mall, Slauson and Western area. Okay, big lots over. I mean, Home Depot.
Okay.
So 2 big ball players, they did their thing. A few other celebrities came and went, but it's a feeling when customers tell you, Earle, I wanted to start a business. You the reason I started my business? You know how many people have told us that? Dozens. A good portion of South LA that have restaurants, dozens. Earle, you think it's gonna work? Oh, we think we should open up. You think it's gonna work? Earle opened up one. Shit, he had a hot dog cart in the heart of the jungles. You think we gonna open up every day? Earle did it 7 days a week. You think it's gonna work? Go holler at Earle in the morning. We got no celebrities being the role models. It's repulsive, it's sickening. But they're allowed to do whatever they want with their money. But it's repulsive and it's sickening. That's why we have gentrification, and that's why they're never in the conversation. It's always black folks yelling at white folks for moving into our neighborhood, but we never talk about the black folks that were supposed to come back and take care of our neighborhood. It was people like me who stayed in the neighborhood and became the inspiration that motivated other blacks to start businesses. It wasn't a ball player that did it. He's scared we gonna fuck his shit up. It wasn't a comedian who did it. They only come down here when it's time to sell comedy tickets, basketball, tennis shoes, latest rap song, latest handshake. They only come down here to show that they're still cool with the blood of the Crip, to show that they still down with the hood. We the real fucking heroes. So I got a role and I got a responsibility.
That's right.
I have a role and a responsibility. I have to employ, I have to help create jobs. I have to let them see that it can be done. We don't need their money. A white boy gave me money, I'll take that white boy money. Y'all should have invested in me when you had the chance. 25, I could drop big names that we've catered for. And that's cool, we catered for you and you don't owe us nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, brother, you gonna watch us all this time. We trying to be like In and Out. Come and invest in my neighborhood. We trying to be like In and Out. Whoever said Earle's gonna be one, we trying to be like In and Out. We trying to get to the $100 million level.
That's right.
And you never gonna have to run it. You got 3 buddies that just hang with you all day. Put them in a 6-month business course, and they're not gonna mess it up because they spend $10,000 to see you dunk, catch a football, and hit a home run behind home plate. And no matter what you cook, they're gonna come and see it. They're gonna come and eat it. Deep fried cow balls, they're gonna come and eat. Because you're gonna make a couple appearances. And you'll never use your money, rich nigga. Because it's corporate money. So I just crushed every excuse they got.
Yep.
Let's just leave them alone and do our thing. Guilt will bring them back in here. I call it the OJ effect. They'll see that the hood got it going on. And their own blacks forgot about them and they supporting their movies and they supporting their albums, then they're gonna come back in. OJ needed help, he came back in. Help! It's the OJ effect. They'll come right back because they'll see Earle's is popping. I get them saying, Earle, I ain't never know. Oh man, all these years I'm living out here, I didn't know you was here. That's cool. What, you was taking La Cienega and La Brea all this time to get back and forth from the south to north? You don't go down Crenshaw? It's all right. you're gonna still think of me as the little hood spot. Corporate America gonna look at me different, and we're gonna put you on blast when it's time. I got a secret thing planned.
All right.
I got something planned.
Okay. All right. I see.
I tell you, bro, I don't spit this hot dog. I got that lingo. I got that lingo for them. They can't tell me nothing. When you start from a hot dog cart in one of the roughest sections of LA, with no bank loan or nothing, they can't tell you nothing. When you standing there like an open Versatella, pulling out 10s and 20s and 250 to 500 in your pocket, they can't tell you nothing. They can't tell me nothing.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man, for being with us, for being here today. Thank you for sharing your testimony with us.
I'm glad y'all had the time to come on down and hear it, man.
That's right.
Waiting for my story to be heard, be told. Like I said, it's not just about the food. It's come and feel this, man. Come and get this energy, man. Spread this love.
That's what it's about.
You're gonna go to another place. You're gonna be looking for the owner. Where's the owner? Does he even show up? Is he available? Is the part owner up in here? Is a manager available? What's the energy like?
That's right. Well, like I say, man, I appreciate you and keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
I know I'm gonna see Earle's franchise.
Oh, bro,
everywhere. I know
we gotta put Earls everywhere.
Yeah.
I gotta get my meats in the supermarket.
Yeah.
I got people that are expatriates that have left California are dying to come back to California. So I gotta ship them the meats pre-cooked. You got those that are gonna want the subscription. I gotta ship them Earls every month. You got those that's gonna want the hats, the t-shirts, the aprons.
Yeah.
I gotta get that ready. We got the car show. We got entertainment that we got going on. We got block parties going on. We got house parties going on. We got, like I said, it's not about hot dogs. I want the people checking in on what's happening at Earle's.
Yeah. Well, look, all I got to say is this. If you haven't been down to Earle's, you got to get down here.
Get that issue, man.
I almost said,
get that issue.
Talking with Earle's, he almost got me.
Get that issue.
Got me cussing. But
hey,
look,
man.
You got to get down here. Get your hot dog.
Get in here, man.
Earle's yourself. And come experience it. Just come experience it.
Come for that. And we got a little bit of everything for everybody. We got chicken, beef, turkey, and vegan. The vegan is cooked separate.
Okay.
I mean, all the way down to the pastries, man. Just bring that appetite. But you know what I say? Leave the attitude at home. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Check it out. When you touch down in LA, we are Earle's on Crenshaw. 3864 Crenshaw Boulevard. That is south of the 10 freeway, north of King Boulevard. 3864 Crenshaw Boulevard, Earle's on Crenshaw. Ready for that hot dog? Ready for that vegan? Ready for that chicken, beef, or turkey? Come for that experience.
All right, you heard him. Get down here and experience the culture, all right? We're going to wrap this up. This is Dope Testimony TV.
Dope Testimony.
Tap in with y'all soon.
Oh, boy.
Earle, thank you, brother. My man.
We're down here at Earle's on Crenshaw, and you are watching Dope Testimony TV. Oh, boy.